A new Vekoma thrill glider coaster was supposed to be added to Six Flags Magic Mountain for the year 2026, a ride that was planned before the merger. And now that the new ride survey for Magic Mountain does not include that thrill glider coaster, I wonder what the park has planned for their next roller coaster and why I think this might be the perfect path for a brand new record-breaking Giga Coaster. What is going on? It's Theme Park Brandon, and I'm a little confused, just like you, regarding this survey because this ride was, the blueprint showed that it basically fit perfectly for Magic Mountain. The park really never teased this particular style of ride, but they've already basically graded this entire area, as you can see highlighted here, along the hillside for this project. But just like the merger and other parks, a lot of other projects have been either delayed or some even canceled. So what's going on with this one? That's the biggest question that I have. Because there's other parks out there like this, Discovery Kingdom, as well as Cedar Point, and I think one more that showcased that particular thrill glider as far as one of their new ride surveys. So again, this is nuts. Really. Everyone thought this was going to happen, but the good news is Magic Mountain's survey included another really good-looking coaster, a Vekoma multi-launch sit-down coaster that's more thrill extreme. But I just, with these surveys, we all have to realize that just because a park has a survey for a particular ride, doesn't mean it's for that park. These things will get shuffled around constantly. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it could at least get shuffled around. Where I'm going at with that is Great America was supposed to get or at least had the Giga Coaster on their survey. While the park could still very well get that Giga, I really do wonder if Magic Mountain will be in line for a Giga Coaster going forward. Six Flags has an opportunity to bring the West Coast's longest, tallest, and fastest coaster to Magic Mountain, a park that has not opened up a new coaster since 2022. That's a long time for Magic Mountain. So, is the thrill glider canceled for Magic Mountain? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Now, why I think this might be a Giga? Well, we already know Superman, the Escape, or Krypton Coaster, whatever the heck it's called, has officially been retired. It's gone. Which, if you've ever been to Magic Mountain, it's located on the top of the ginormous hill in the middle of Magic Mountain. So by removing that ride, then obviously they would keep the tower for the drop tower, the Lex Luthor drop tower. I would imagine so. But if they would remove this whole entire ride on the top of the mountain and start the station, as you can see here, and build a Giga Coaster utilizing this already unique terrain where it's elevated in the center of the park, Magic Mountain and Six Flags could really do something special. And for a ride like this, with having such a unique layout, as you can see here, it's not a B&M and it's not an Intamin. I don't think it would be. As much as I would love an Intamin Giga, I don't think it would be. I think this might very well be a Mock Rides Giga Coaster. Why a Giga makes sense? Well, again, this is the 20th coaster that's going to be opening up at Six Flags, their next one for Magic Mountain. That's a huge deal. They have the room, and the thrill glider was announced before the actual merger took place, so therefore it was under Six Flags' old budget. Now that it's one giant company, like you, I'm hoping that we're going to see major new coasters pop up, a few each year across the parks, and hopefully they're not afraid to spend the $20, $30, $40 million on a coaster, because Magic Mountain's one of those parks out there that desperately deserves a ride that costs $40 million. This park, investment-wise, has seen some great rides over the years, but nothing like its counterparts like Cedar Point and a few other major parks out there as far as the price tag for these individual roller coasters. Now, real fast, be sure to check out themeparkbrandon.com, my online merch store for shirts like the one I'm wearing right now, as well as a bunch of other great coaster gear, posters, hoodies, and so much more. I really do appreciate the support. Now, how large of a coaster are we talking? Now, I know I said a Giga, but maybe utilizing this terrain, the lift tilt could be 260, 270, and the drop be 320, 330, etc., because this does travel downwards into the lower portion of the park, as you can see here. Could that be? I mean, obviously, that's a great way to cost cut as well as utilize the terrain. So having a ride with a twisted drop, just imagine like a DC Rivals drop where it twists to the right, a 90-degree turn right to the right, or a Hyperia drop where it does a 180. This wouldn't be particularly a 180-degree twisted first drop, but at least gets you twisted enough so that way you go low to the ground where the old theater used to be and have a great first drop. Imagine walking up to this ride and seeing the drop here and it's swooping right in front of you. It's a great photo opportunity, a great guest interaction with park visitors right here. And then you travel up a ginormous airtime hill, up and over the mountain again near the station, all to cut back to the right and then go through a speed hill that's right underneath the lift hill, and then into the ride's first inversion, a giant Immelman. Mock rides are great. Their hyper coasters are phenomenal. Most of them do include inversions, so this Giga would include a few inversions. After a ginormous Immelman element, you would then feature some really cool airtime hills, another dive down into the actual front of the park area here, followed by 2 barrel rolls right before you enter the final brake run. So you're going to have a coaster that's going to deliver a solid ride experience, airtime, as well as inversions, amazing first drop, and really perfectly utilize the terrain. The best part is, another benefit of this is the park would not have to remove Ninja. I know Ninja, the park's aero suspended coaster, has kind of been up there regarding removal rumors, but with having the ride in this footprint, you would not have to remove any ride. Now, one thing I really do like about it as well is, this location. It's going to be the centerpiece of Magic Mountain, a ride that they can market as the best in the world, or could be the best coaster in the world if they really wanted to, depending on the layout, of course. Now, I did past videos, and I predicted that, or at least I thought and predicted that Viper would get torn down, and that would be the perfect location for the park's Giga. I still think that's a great location. I think Viper has a couple more years, actually. I'm a little surprised. I figured that they would announce the removal of it by now. But having the Giga be in the center of the park, I like that so much more. Just because I think it just makes more sense. I am very, very excited to see where Magic Mountain is in 10 years from now. I don't think we would see coasters every 2 or 3 years. I think we'll see coasters every 4 to 5 years, but major coasters. And I don't know about you, but I would take a Giga coaster over 2 mid-sized coasters any day. Nothing against the Thrill Glider. It looks like a fun ride, sure. But I think that ride could be better off at a different park. I think Magic Mountain deserves and needs a Giga coaster. Every other major park out there in the chain, I mean, besides Knott's Berry Farm, but Kings Island, Cedar Point, Canada's Wonderland, Kings Dominion, Carowinds, what do they all have? A Giga coaster. So I really think that a Giga would make the most sense for Magic Mountain. Will it happen? I really hope it does. I think at some point it has to. What's going to happen in this location? Magic Mountain's past due on the coaster. I do think 2027 would hopefully be the year they get the coaster, whether it's the Thrill Glider, that who knows, that could still be back on track, or another coaster entirely. I'm very intrigued by the future. And if you love Magic Mountain, you're really going to enjoy this video where I showcase every single roller coaster at Magic Mountain ranked by the height, from the shortest to the tallest. It's a very interesting video. You're going to love it. Please check it out. With that being said, what's your thoughts? What's your predictions? What do you think about my Giga idea? You know what to do. This is Theme Park Brandon. Let me know in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to smile today, think positive, and keep riding coasters.